Coach Matt from the Scorpions. This is another one of our skill videos here at Casa de Walpo. We've done other ones for face dodge and the one-handed split. Those are the two most basic dodges besides a bull dodge. We'll talk about that too in a different video. This is the two-handed split dodge, okay? This is a slightly more advanced dodge. In most circumstances, what we're doing with this is when we're switching hands, we're setting up our good hand. So most of the time we want to think about starting this dodge in our weak hand, all right? Most defensemen are taught to shade their attacker, okay? You don't want to be playing your attacker straight up. You want to force them to that offhand. And so me as an attacker, I always want to be one step ahead of my defenseman. I want to think I'm going that way. I want to attack his top foot if he's shading me, and then get him to turn his hips. Once I get him to turn his hips, I'm going to go the other direction, okay? So just like the one-handed split, this is set up mostly with our hips, and the stick movements are very subtle, comparatively speaking. Don't want to do wild stick movements. It's about where our hips are. Most defense, we're going to be keyed on our hips, so we want them to focus on that. So in a one-handed split, if you remember, I fake changing and I come back. In a two-handed split, we're actually going to change hands. So again, hand position is important. Usually when you initiate this, you want to have your hands as far apart on the stick as you can. That it gives you basically control of the stick and very little room to check it, okay? So I'm a lefty, I set mine up righty. So I have my stick in my right hand. The defenseman is going to be shading me this direction. So I initially going to start the dodge this way. So it's about the hip, so I'm going to over-exaggerate a step this way. My stick is going to come with me, okay? I'm not going to be all the way out here. Just the stick can come this way. So you can either just even have it in here, just a little bit of movement. But the big thing is to overstep this way. So I want my defenseman to be leaning and moving this way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch hands and go the different direction. So to think about it from the hand position, I have my hand here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my hand up. Basically, it's just going to change positions on the stick when I come out of it. So obviously, this is something they need to practice first. You can have them do this. Or actually, it's time to start with this, and then they can learn how to do this. These are important things. You have to be able to do this before they do this particular dodge. So that's the upper body. The lower body, basically, the steps mirror where our stick position is. So 1, 2, okay? So that's the way it is. So for younger kids, I'm selling it, I'm switching hands, and I'm going this direction. Again, this is a north-south dodge. I don't want to do a good split and then give him a chance to catch up to me. I want to be going by him. So again, 1, switching hands, 2, and then I run by him. So for older kids, make sure that you want to start the dodge before you get in on your defenseman. So this dodge is really useful on a short stick, a little harder on a longer stick, but can be done. And then the last aspect is, again, the seal. Okay, so if I'm doing this dodge, I'm going to 1, 2, I've switched hands, okay? And now what I want to do is I want to protect that stick. So again, unless I'm going to shoot right away, 1 or 2 steps, I want to put this in one hand, 1, 2. It goes in one hand, and so for me, arm in, chin to shoulder, and a little cradling. I want to seal by my defense, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm just sealing it going by my defenseman. And we'll go over hand position. So just basically want to get by him, we want to seal him, and then keep our stick protected as we get on the field. So this is a really good dodge to kind of build on from the one-handed split, because really the player just needs to be able to have enough confidence to at least have it in his hand for a minute, but he knows he's going back to that strong hand side. So that is the two-handed split.